Vegetables and fruit are ruining my life, not just mentally, but physically, and in a big way. And a lot of you are going to be taken by surprise by that. And it's just like, dude, they make my breath smell, bad digestive system. They make me bloated. And as a model, I can't be bloated. Like it gives me more problems. The fruit is full of carbs, full of sugar, which both are terrible for you. And we just can't have that. We can't, I can't do it anymore. This is some stuff I would never ever say or do. And so what we're going to talk about here is veggies and fruit, because apparently eating veggies and fruit is the worst thing you can do. It's worse than doing any drug. Okay, it's not good for you. And we did a little research. We did a whole bunch of stuff, and I also have a bunch of experiences that I have been through that I'm going to share, because so many people are just saying so much different stuff, and it's kind of annoying. Like, it's just like, okay, so I had a comment. Clearly have never had digestive issues. Veggies are full of FODMAP, and 99% of them are doing more harm than good, especially spinach. Fruit is full of sugar, blah, blah, blah. This is why you're full of gas, your breath smells, or your stool stinks. Telling people to just eat more fruit and veg is not the answer, when guarantee they're causing all the issues. Okay. Let's get closer. Let's get personal, because, okay, first of all, we need to understand this. We are different, me and you, okay? Everybody is different. Because I may be good at one thing doesn't mean you'll be good at it. Just because, like, for example, Johnny Manziel can go out, party, get absolutely hammered. Go out the next day, beat Alabama. Me, I couldn't do that. I drink, I'm hungover for 3 days. I can't move, especially not the next day. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Some people are smarter than others, and that's okay. Some people are good at school and not. Some people are good at sports, and some people just aren't athletic. Sometimes you're just dealt a hand, and that goes the same for your body and your whole the way your body functions. Because somebody can eat some food doesn't mean that you can. Because a diet works for someone else doesn't mean it's good for you. Because someone does a certain workout doesn't mean it's good for you. Just because I run 15 miles doesn't mean you need to run 15 miles. And that's what people need to understand. Everybody's different. Your digestive system is different from mine. Everything's going to be different, okay? And it's like, I feel like people just like, oh, well, they can do it, so why can't I? Yeah, you probably can do it, but you need to do it within your boundaries, okay? You need to know yourself, you need to know your body, and like, it takes experience, and like, it takes time, man. Like, and that's what people are just impatient. So like, first of all, let's see. Oh, my laptop is low. FODMAP. I screenshotted this one on my phone. I didn't know what it was. So FODMAP can cause bloating, gas, diarrhea in some people, and just affect the digestive system, okay? And some foods that are high in that category: wheat, rye, garlic, onions, beans, lentils, milk, ice cream, soft cheeses, apples, pears, mangoes, honey, high fructose corn syrup, stone fruits such as cherries, peaches, and then mushrooms, artificial sweeteners, and then low FODMAPs. See, so that's what the comment said, is that it's mostly from that, which is from fruits, and there's only a few fruits that it says on there, but we're gonna dive deeper into that in a second. Then it says low FODMAP foods, usually easier to digest: vegetables, carrots, spinach, zucchini, bell peppers; fruits, strawberries, blueberries, oranges, kiwi; proteins, grains, and then dairy alternatives. And like, see, that's the thing, is you need to do whatever you're doing, you need to do process of elimination, okay? Some things may bloat you, some things may give you gas, some things just may affect you in ways that they don't affect others. I personally I will eat a big salad. I'm not bloated after. I just posted a video of what I eat before a photo shoot. And as a model, I can't be bloated during a photo shoot. When I'm on set, all I'm eating is like salads and stuff, because it doesn't bloat me. It doesn't, it doesn't bloat me. And that's full of veggies, bro. Now, some veggies will bloat you, of course, like broccoli and stuff if you have too much, but everything in moderation. And if you notice when you're eating veggies and maybe the next day or whatever, it's hard for you to digest, or you have gas, or you are bloated, then you need to do process of elimination. Figure out what is causing it. Because just because broccoli makes you bloated or gives you digestive issues doesn't mean that bell peppers do, zucchini does, beans. It doesn't, like, you know, it could just be one thing and not another. So you don't have to cut the whole category. That's why I just don't disagree, or why I don't agree with that, is because, like, everything affects everybody differently. Okay? Like, some salads, like, makes my family members bloated. Me, does not affect me one bit. You know what makes me bloated? Obviously eating a lot, but like I just had oats today, right? Oatmeal. Because I was like, you know what? I want to see how it does for my energy, right? Because I was going on a long run. Ate oatmeal, dude, feeling so bloated after, felt so heavy. The first like 4 miles of my run, I just felt so heavy, bro. And I'm like burping and stuff. I'm like, dude, this sucks. And that's why I stopped eating oatmeal a long time ago. Although it does give me good energy, it's not worth it, because for some reason it just sits heavy in my stomach. It makes me bloated. It just makes me like just not feel optimal, bro. And that's okay. It just means I need to cut it out of my diet. And there are other substitutes to have, okay? Now, for the pros and cons of eating veggies, let's look into this, because so many people eat meat only, bro. Life's so short. You're telling me I'm only gonna eat meat? You're telling me I'm never gonna eat veggies? You're telling me I'm never gonna eat fruit? Like, life is short, bro. It's all about balance and finding what works for you. Like I said, just because it works for someone else or me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You need to find out what works for you. And it's a process of elimination and just experience. It's taken me years to get to the point where I am now, where I know my body. I know how my body reacts and how it's affected and what foods affect it. And I will stay away from the foods that affect it, you know? But okay, pros of eating veggies. Nutrient dense. Packed with vitamin A, C, K, folate, minerals, potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants. Supports weight management. I'm not going to read all of this. It's low in calories, appetite control, because full of fiber. Great for your digestive system. Promotes gut health and digestive health. Excellent source of fiber. Healthy microbiome. Biome. That's what it is. Disease prevention, heart health, cancer prevention. Like it, I could read all these, but those are all the pros. And then cons. Potential for digestive issues. Gas and bloating. Eating too many high fiber veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage can cause bloating, gas, cramping, especially for people with sensitive digestion. Some people have it, some people don't, and that's okay. But if you can't have it, it's okay. You just don't have it in your diet. FODMAP sensitivity. We just talked about that. High potassium. See, if you're trying to eat more potassium, veggies are full of potassium. And it's like some people, because people with chronic kidney disease need to monitor their potassium intake. Okay, noted. Adjust. Boom, adjust. And it's like, you know, it's just simple stuff like that. All right? So that's the veggie side. So veggies are good for you. Yeah, they can have a downside, just like anything. Drinking can have a good upside. If somebody is socially awkward, but they have a few drinks, and then they can actually talk and communicate and make connections, then there is a plus. You know, like there are pros and cons to every little thing in life. But everybody is such a doctor in putting everything under a microscope when it doesn't involve them in saying that it's bad for you. If you're going to come at me and say that something that I'm doing is bad just because that's how it is in your eyes, you best be living a damn perfect life, in which I know you're not, because nobody does. We all make mistakes. We all are trying to figure out what works for us as we go, okay? And like, to be telling someone that you need to do this diet, you need to do that workout, this and that. If you watch my content, I'm saying all this different stuff to try stuff. Try diets that work for you. Try food. And that's why I don't even say diets. I normally say eat high protein and then fill your, you know, get your 40 to 65 grams of fat a day, and then get your, you know, fill the rest of your meals in with fruits, whatever other carbs and veggies and all this stuff. And it's like, make it so it fits you. And when you're so strict on something, then you kind of take the fun out of it. And like, life's about having fun and also just having the balance, okay? So now this is, because everybody's always shitting on fruits and carbs, and I hate it. I don't stand for it because you need it. I believe you need it. Okay? Some people claim they don't need it, and that's okay. You do you. I'm gonna do me. But if you want to leave a hate comment and give me shit, comment section's down below. I appreciate you. Pros of eating fruit. Rich in essential nutrients. Fruits are a great source of vitamins like C and A, minerals, including potassium and folate, and antioxidants. Sorry, I'm like a 2-year-old reading. High in dietary fiber. Know that. Supports weight management. Due to their high fiber and water content, most fruits are low in calories and it can help you manage your weight by promoting a feeling of fullness. One banana, about 100 calories, give or take. One apple, about 100 calories. Two kiwis, about 100 calories. Cup of mangoes, 80 calories. Cup of blueberries, like 60. Cup of strawberries, 50 calories. Shall I keep going? I know this because I have studied it. I've weighed all my food. I know what's in my food. I know what I'm eating. It's good. Yeah, too much of anything is not good for you, okay? If you drink once a week, chill. If you drink every day, you got to fix something, okay? You got to be honest with yourself. So yeah, if you're just having pounds and pounds of fruit a day, no, it's not going to be good for you. All the sugar, because it'll make your blood pressure rise and everything, bro. Like, it's just like, it's the balance, okay? I'm not saying eat 4 pounds of fruit a day. I'm saying maybe have a banana, an apple, a few blueberries and strawberries. You're locked in, you know what I'm saying? Lowers the risk of chronic disease. A diet rich in fruits is associated with a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. Boosts immune function. Improves skin health. This is no filter on. This is all fruit and water and sweating. Clock in. Clock in. Convenient and accessible. Well, of course, fruits, there's nothing like just having a snack where you can have a fruit, And, all right, so now the cons. High in natural sugar. Fruit does contain sugar, fructose, and for those with certain health conditions, excessive intake can be a concern. However, for most people, the fiber in whole fruit slows down digestion and absorption of sugar, minimizing its impact. Can cause digestive issues. For some people, eating too much fiber or a specific type of sugar called FODMAPs in fruit can lead to bloating, gas, and diarrhea. See, it's the same thing as everything else. It's like if you're eating bananas and you notice yourself getting bloated or having gas or whatever it is, process of elimination. Cut it out for a few days and see how it is. Try different fruit. If something is affecting you, cut it out. Or if you notice that you can't find it out, eat the few basic meals throughout the day, right? And then slowly add in something else and then see how it affects you. Literally process of elimination. Yeah, it might suck for like a few days or a week where you got to figure out what food is truly affecting you. But once you figure it out, then you know it's not to have it, Can affect blood sugar. Already talked about that. Potential for tooth decay because it's high in sugar. Not a complete food source. A diet that consists of only fruit, a fruitarian, is highly restrictive and can lead to severe nutritional deficiencies. I mean, I feel like that's a given. That's like if you're carnivore, how are you going to be getting all your minerals from fruit and veggies? That's why I don't agree with only eating one food type. It just doesn't make sense because you need all this other stuff, bro. And if you're going to say, oh, well, like, you should be a carnivore, you should only eat raw meat and meat only. Why? Because cavemen did it? How long did they live? It's like, and I'm just saying this because it's such a sensitive topic because people are always saying so much different stuff. And I get it. Everybody has everybody can have their opinion and everything, but the whole point of this is to realize that everybody is different. Everybody reacts different to different things. Just like someone could say something to me and it may not upset me at all, but then if someone says the same thing to you, it might really bother you. And that's okay, man. We are humans and we are all different trying to figure this stuff out. Okay, and that goes for everything in life. Just because one person is doing one thing doesn't mean you have to do it, You got to follow your path and figure out what works for you. Okay, and if that means cutting out all fruit and veggies, then do it. Do what makes you feel your best. Okay, so that's just something I want to talk about. It's like I had to do this, bro. I tried cutting out veggies and all this stuff before, And then I was like, it's not making a difference. And I like veggies, and it has like minerals and stuff that I need, and I feel good having it, you know. And I would be lying if I said that like I didn't cut out certain foods. Like I did. You know, I said I can't have oatmeal anymore. There's some other food that I just can't have. Like I can't really have dairy because it messes up my stomach. You know, it's like, and I had to go through all this for years trying to figure it out. And that's what you need to do. And you know, if something's giving you gas, making you bloated, digestive issues, bad breath, not making you sleep well, you know, it's like I know I need to cut back right now on my dark chocolate intake, and I'm being honest with myself, and that's part of it. Be honest with yourself. So, you know, find what works for you, and yeah, okay. But this had to be talked about because so many people saying so many different things that not that I don't agree with, but I feel like there needs to be something out there. I don't know, but I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Do what makes you feel good. Just because someone else says something doesn't mean you have to do it. Follow your gut. Do what you have to do. And yeah, you know, don't take it so serious. Find the balance in life, bro. Deuces. Love you.